Alright, today we're making a video giving an update and status report of every important thing I own. So we're going to start with what's on my bed, then we'll go through this stuff here, and this, and then we'll get through that and over there. So, I'm going to start with my numismatics. Let's get all this. Alright, so we're going to start with this stuff here. This is my lesser stuff. This is just like a pile of extra coins that I don't really care that much about. There's a lot of cool stuff in here though, like some British and Australian pre-decimal pennies, lots of them. Over 200 common date wheat pennies. A bunch of random foreign stuff from all kinds of nations. And there's even exonumia, like some lead coins flattened by a train quarter. Lots of tokens like Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah, here's another random, this is all random shit. Then we got my favorite foreign coins I have. We have this one Japanese yen that I just like randomly. This Korean coin. Then we have an 1867 Italian coin, 10 cents a simi. And I got my favorite pennies right here. This 1900 Victoria penny. This nicer looking 1912 George penny. This 1902 Edward penny. This 1908 Edward penny, which unfortunately has some weird tape stuff on it. An 1891 Victoria penny, yeah. Then another Edward penny, 1910. Then an Australian 1942 penny with nicer, sharper details. That's why I like that one. And then we have some other foreign stuff, like this Mexican 50 centavo. It's from 2023. It's worth basically nothing, but I like the design. We have another British coin, a half penny from 1907, Edward. We have a Spanish 1875 or cinco centimo. This Philippines 1903 1 centavo. This 1952 Japanese 10 yen. It's Showa 27, I think. Yeah, it should be Showa 27. And then, yeah, this is a 1988 Chuck E. Cheese token. Pretty old. Bahamas penny or cent. I like the Bahamas small cents. This German 2 Reichspfennig. This right here, 1940 Canadian penny. Then we have a 1906 Mexican 1 centavo. 1971 Canadian dime. I like it because it's mostly pure nickel. Then we have the only foreign silver I have right now. This 1933 Poland 2 Zloty. Nazi 5 Reichspfennig, made out of zinc, made in Vienna as well. Then 1966 Philippines 10 centavo. I love that design. Then my favorite US coins. I'll start with the small cents. Let me get them out. Crap, there's so many of them mixed in here. Alright. So this is the small cents. This is my nicest, most expensive one. This VF 1858 Flying Eagle cent. This one's worth around $50, and it's the small letters. And then my second best is this 1863 Indian head cent. It's also a white cent, similarly to the Flying Eagles. Same composition and thickness, before bronze. And then we have another Flying Eagle cent. This one's completely destroyed. I can't even get a date off it. So I just assume it's in 1858. And I have a random memorial cent in here for some reason. 1978. I think I would have put that back in there. Oh, I don't know why I have this in there either. This cleaned 1952 Denver. I'll keep it in there for no reason. And then we got 3 bronze Indian head cents. This 1890 that is a little corroded. This dented / bent 1905 in high VF. And this one's corroded as well in 1881. at a very low grade. We have a bunch of extra wheat cents in here. We have just some random common dates, the same as the ones in here, 3 of them. 1942 or S, yep. We have a 1926, that's an old one. A 1925, both of those are Philadelphia. And then just 3 random common dates. This nicely toned 2025 Denver penny. I'm gonna see if I can like get the toning. You can't really see it. It just kind of looks brown here, but it has like blues on it in person. And then this was just a normal corroded 1961 Denver penny that my dad found in the river, but it became a dryer coin when I forgot about it in my pocket. So now it's a dryer coin. Then we're gonna look through my favorite nickels. All right, here's my nickels. So we have this very slick 1866 Rays Shield nickel. That is a type coin. I love type coins. Very nice coin. And then we have a 1954 nickel in like nice condition. It's got like some luster on it. It's like an XF. Pretty nice coin. Then we have this 1907 Philadelphia Barber nickel. Oh, and an 1898 Barber nickel that is very slick, like a poor one almost, maybe a fair. 1924 Bison nickel. I like Bison nickels a lot. Then a slick 2025 Denver nickel. Now we're going to go through my favorite quarters. And then after that we only have silver dollars, large tens, and dimes. So we have this very slick sub-pour 1 obverse. Almost dateless, but I can slightly see an 1894 in that. And it's a Philadelphia. The reverse is a little better. It's like an AGO3 reverse. Which is why it's kind of lame, because it would be cool if it was a pour 1, but it's not. Then we have a G4 obverse 1912 Philadelphia, but it's bent, so the sides have like detail off, so it's another AGO3 reverse. Then this is my nicest quarter, an 1853 Rays Seated Liberty quarter. I love the Rays design. This one's got nice reading. These Barber quarters reeds are kind of slicked away, as that always happens. But yeah, this thing is problem free and has no major issues, and it's just like a VG coin. Then we have a 2020 Weir Farm W quarter with some environmental damage in the corner. Now we're going to do dime. This is the only special dime I have in here. This 1923 Philadelphia Merc dime. It's like common melter junk, but I like it. Then we have an 1816 large cent. Very slick and corroded, but it's pure copper, and it's obviously really old. It's a nice type coin. Then we have 1971 S Silver Ike, and it is beat the shit. It's like destroyed. The edge is like obliterated. And then that's 40% silver. And then we have a 1934 S Peace Dollar in VG, but it's been overhandled a lot as it's my pocket coin, so it has almost like a cleaned look to it. It wasn't cleaned before, and it still really isn't, but, you know, people can usually consider overhandling cleaning. That's my pocket coin. I spent a lot of time on numismatics, I just realized. I'm working on a state farm, or a state quarter set, but I'm only using BU circulation fines, so this is taking a while. That's probably the nicest BU circulation fine. That's the least nice, and that one's around the same. Actually, that one's a little worse. Well, either way, we're using BU circulation fines. They're a little harder now because these quarters are around 20 years old now. Been in circulation for a while. Then I have my wheat penny album. I have almost all of those dates complete. I cannot find a 54 Philadelphia. We have all these dates, a nicer 43 Philadelphia. And then the 20s is not very filled. That's probably my best one. Alright, we have some random collectibles up here. This dumb fishing lure, this wrought iron rivet from a ferry, World War II bullet casings, a 45 AC P, and a 30-06. And this World War II 50 BMG DM4. Yeah, so those are all World War II. All of them should be around 1944. Fallout New Vegas. Flattened that with a train. This is a very old Castmaster, 1950s. I reeled it out of a lake, took the stuff off, and just kept it like that. We have some junk sterling silver. Pontiac album, I love Pontiac. Ford valve that blew up from an exploded engine I took apart. And block clip. With paint on it, oddly. Oh yeah. It's pulled bullet, 30-06 hunting round. Winchester. Yotokus. 1944 M1 helmet with custom quick release bales. These are from the 80s. The little quick release things. Damn it. But they're on original World War II cotton straps. So the straps are partially original, but they're not sewn on anymore. You can see they're attached on a 1980s quick release. This is a inland molding plastics liner from 1944. Just like this shell, it's also been repainted. And we have 1980s equipment right here inside of a original combat used Vietnam shell. And then yeah, so we also have some rings. This is just costume jewelry found on the Coinstar, and this is a like early 2000s Triton titanium wedding band. I like that ring. I try to wear it, but it doesn't really fit my ring finger very well. Oh yeah, we have a rivet from a dirt track late model. Random SD card. One of those pennies that you put through those machines. McDonald's. Okay, now we're going to get over to this area right here, like I said. This is where my fishing lures go. Or my just fishing equipment. We actually have a nice tool in here. This 1920s Crescent CT pliers. CT was a Crescent line. A spin-off line that they made in the 1920s. And they still make these pliers under this exact patented design now. I don't know how quality they are anymore. These ones are very old. I use them for fishing. My Lucky Tackle Box Corvette. So that's my dream car. It's the 6, but that's a 01. I want a Z06. Then we have some lead. Some cool lures like that. An older looking Blue Fox. We have my favorite lure in here. Modern Castmaster. I actually have that same one still in the package down in here too. I love Castmasters. Yeah, we have a Blue Fox spinner, some Brewster tails. I love these little things, swim shads. A bunch of weights in that and some hooks. Yeah, we have some random shit in there. And now we're going to go through all my tools. Oh, actually, we should go through my pole real quick, my favorite pole. This is my Ugly Stick GX2. They've came out with a newer version of it, but I like this one more. Nice design. Then I have a Sienna 4000 reel. These reels go very well with the GX2. I like that reel. It's a quality piece that's lasted me all my fishing trips. And now we have my special family heirloom. This is my dad's. It's a Pulaski. And you can see it's been through a lot. The handle has shit all over it and it's falling apart. One of these days I'll have to replace it. The head is very loose on there. I'm going to need to put a wedge in there again. Actually, it doesn't even have a wedge. Yeah, it's just one of those like forge fit ones. Crap. Alright. This is like my whole tool bag. I have interesting stuff in here. I don't know these ones very well. Blue Point. Cheaper brand. That was a branch off of a main one. I don't know which brand. Oh, this one's a nice, very old chisel. Union Hardware. This is at least around 100 years old, from the 20s or older. I've used this chisel for a lot of things though, and it was my grandfather's. He used it as like a, the handle came off and he just hammered on the back of it. Old chisel. rusty rasp. These things are trash at this point. They don't even work. They're not sharp. This is old. 1917 Ford Model T wrench, an original one. We have a bunch of pens and pencils in here. We have 2 of these. I actually don't know if there is staples in these though. Yeah. That one has staples in it, yep. Yeah. Swing Line 101 tacker. I have 2 of them. That beat up one and this one. This one should be completely empty though. So yeah, we have 2 Swing Line tackers. What else do we have in here? Alright, we have some Fuller Japanese pliers. These are nice. 1920s Rush piston ring extractor. It's a very old piece. For your car back in the day. We should have some other stuff in here. It's interesting. This is just a lot of this is just generic stuff, but there's cool stuff in here. Like obviously, you've already seen a lot of it. Honda motorcycle pliers. Oh, there's my crap. I've already made some videos of this before. You should watch it. How to clean your dirty feet. My 1960s Chris Attili wrench, also my grandfather's. This British wrench. I can't really remember what brand it is, and I'm not going to try to read that. What else is in here? Oh! Stahlwell. Stahlwell. German wrench. We should have a Honda motorcycle wrench in here too. Yep. Zinc plated. We have another Ford wrench. This one I'm not sure how old it is. Probably like the 20s or 30s. Just a tractor piece. I have another one of those somewhere, but I don't know if it's in here. Yeah, that's my tools. I'm going to put all this back now. Oh, and also, they're in a bag that my grandpa gave me. An old Swiss bag. Putting all those historic tools back in there. Very old stuff. We have my DeWalt stuff and electric tools, power tools, scale. I don't even remember what's in this. Probably some old toys, yep. Some old toys I haven't fucked with in a while. Some golf balls too, actually. Oh, there is bullet casings in here though. Ah! You don't want that to stay in there. That's a 30-06 casing. Oh, there's a nice car in here. Looks like a Fleetline. Yeah, Chevy Fleetline. Oh, Pontiac emblems on blown up pistons. So I guess this isn't just random toys, I guess, but oh, actually there's a watch in here too. This is a very old watch. This band would have originally been made in the 40s or 50s. It's got a 1968 calendar, and it's on a modern Garmin watch. Little engine model. Missing its carburetor intake. Oh, this is an Allison from a P38 model. The other engine is actually something you're about to see. So here is a bunch of railroad spikes and some J anchors. They're big ass J anchors. These are just a bunch of modern steel spikes. Really just nondescript railroad steel. You can find this shit at yard sales if you look. Underneath that is 2 Arkansas Steel Association railroad plates. I'm pretty sure my local rail lines still use these today. They're each around 28 pounds. They hold 6 spikes each. As you can see, they have the 6 holes. I have 2 of them right there. They're pretty heavy. These ones are Union Pacific. You don't see the Union Pacific logo on that one, but on the one underneath has the Union Pacific on it. That is a very sentimental tool head. I need to make a new handle for it. My pickaxe. My World War II era plum ball peen hammer. on a custom handle. Well, not really custom, it's just garbage handle, but this is a very old 1920s home improvement handle, or hammer. 2 wedges. Has dirt marks all over it, but a very nice hickory handle. And my ugly stick. Now we're gonna get up to this now. So this is where my actual old railroad stuff is. I have a Union Pacific car, an Amtrak car. Then we have, this is a World War II. This came off a 1942 dated section of abandoned line. This is a very old spike. And this one's from 1926. You can't see much of the date, but the rest of it had a date on it at some point. And then this is like 3 wrought iron spikes. I don't know the exact dates, but given Oregon's timeline, this is probably Civil War era, and these two are from like the 1890s or 1880s. And this is a 1918 dated railroad tie plate. This one's only 7 pounds 2 ounces though. Unlike those modern 28 pound 4 ounce plates. We have a little NASCAR V8 engine. This is the front of that P38. And this is where that other P38 Allison V1710 went. It's a 132 scale engine, so it's 75% scale for this 124 NASCAR. And I fit it in there and put the NASCAR's engine stuff on it. Oh, we have this old lure right here. Steelhead lure with a dated thing on it. It's just random lure. An old, like, 1960s pool ball. Actually, I'll put it over here. Some plane models. P-51 is my favorite plane. Titanic, McLaren F1, Huracan. Love Corvettes, the C6s. I have another one up here. Z06, that's my actual dream car right there. Some wheels for it. This is a Carnival Spirit, I believe. So this would be like a 1/600 scale Carnival Spirit. This is lots of random rust and steel shapings. Then we have some of these Shelby Cobras. We have this little model right here that I had to restore because it was destroyed. Some, these are just nice pennies, I guess. I don't know. That Alaskan Cruise, the GMC badge underneath the gun pack. Oh, that strap it there. Oh yeah, these are like BU Lincoln cents. And the Nissan badge too. That thing's burnt though. Oh, and here's a 1875 Centennial History book. I'm not going to pull it out since it is in very nice condition and I don't like to touch it very much. However, I will pull this out. This 1984 3rd gen Camaro book. Sorry, I was like fucking brain farting there. Get this back in there. There we go. We have some other dated books. 1948 Spanish English book. 1919 book. My Holy Bible. 1954 book. And I think that's all the old books. We have some of my DVDs. What are these ones? I don't know. Fast and Furious. We have more Hot Wheels up here. Oh, we have a Corvette. I like my Corvettes. Racks. In here, yep, there it is. This was found in that 1st gen or 3rd gen Camaro book from the 80s. 1987 Taco Bell coupons, half used. Sure, those haven't expired. And then we have my little natural thing. Oh, I actually don't know why these are over here. Actually, I guess, yeah, I just didn't have some of my rocks in there. That little pickaxe head that had no handle, I use it to find Oregon agates. This is hand polished by me, carnelian. This is a nicer carnelian piece. This is my biggest find in the wild. Just more agate, not really carnelian though. Some obsidian I found, fluorite. I guess it has agate on it. There they are. I was gonna do something with these agates right here. Been finding agates for my mother for a while. Now that we've gone through all that, we can finally go over to here. This is a pine cone my grandmother bought back from California. We used to live by a guy's house that would have these in the front yard, and he'd let me take them. We have some feathers in here. Lots of peacock feathers I've been finding. That's up there for some reason. Oh, yes, I need this back. This got moldy, so I had to rinse it off again and dry it out. It's a piece of wood that a nutria rat was chewing on. And the reason why this is relevant is because I found a dead nutria. I cleaned his skull off. And now I have a Nutria skull. Oh, I can't like hold it very well. Damn it. But either way, Nutria skull chewing on that. This is a pretty sad piece. I don't really like this one so much because of the story. If you know, this is a Chinese fur farm skull. This came off a red fox. Those Chinese fur farms are kind of not very nice. Lots of inbreeding and just bad conditions. Newborn deer mandible that my grandfather found in the woods. I don't know what this is off of yet. We have a bald eagle humerus right here. Or I don't know what that's off of actually. Probably like a fucking peacock or something. Then we have a mink skull. This one my aunt and uncle found. Then we have a fossil Oreodont mandible with some Calistogia, California petrified wood. Fire agate. Very low quality piece though, there's not much fire agate on that. Petrified wood. Burnt deer leg for my first attempt, and I also put a, that is fucking disgusting, Jesus. Rotten fish head. Turkey skull right there. Sand dollars and other marine things. Sea sponge, shark teeth, more sand dollars. This is something I made recently. This is fish leather made from largemouth bass, but pretty thin, so it's more like paper. And some sequoia pine cones that I've gotten moldy and disgusting. More marine stuff. Bunch of sand dollars in there. Now that we actually have that dried off, though, we can set that next to where the mink or the Nutria skull will go. I think I like this Nutria skull the most out of all this. Very nice. And then this is my pet. Oh, actually, we cannot forget one of my nicer tools that I've been using. It's a 1955 snap-on vacuum grip pliers. But what is in here? Rough skin newt. I'm not going to shine a light on him for too long because he hates it. But yeah, he's a rough skin newt, my pet. I feed him earthworms. And that's just everything I've collected over the years. Yeah.